Welcome, guys. Another Wednesday. Amazing. Quite a nice price action we had. It's going to be a little bit different stream today just because I did as well the market update. So I went through quite a lot of things. So I'm not going to mention most of them again because it's not really relevant to do that again, actually. So not the one to have that on the recording. So I'm going to go and do some different things on it. First thing first, like we mentioned, we went a little bit lower. And technically, what we are already doing, let's just look by the bits. The whole 1 hour structure over here, I mean, I can put it on 1 hour as well. It's going to be easier. So for the perspective of 1 hour juice, we went a little bit lower and technically we broke this structure over here, what we was holding it for now. We still aiming for the previous low where we bounced from. That's really good. Nice, quite buyback on 1 hour. Still great. Really good. Potential to go higher. And where do we go higher? I mean, this area will act as a magnet for sure. There is no reason that we are going to leave it behind or not do anything with it. Why? Because switching on the magnified glass, there are shitloads. And they just add 200 more Bitcoin. I mean, come on. That's the reason we need to go higher, right? I mean, 400 in the midway as well, and 350 and even 600 above that. It's a seriously thick wall what we have above us. So let's see what we're gonna, how we're gonna deal with it, and how we're gonna manage to hopefully go higher and gain that. But unfortunately, I'm not sure if that's gonna be even in the deal over here with those kind of positions. If they're not gonna pull it, if they pull the wall, then yeah, higher it is. Definitely 109, definitely. So far, this acts as a massive resistance. So let's see how we're gonna pull that off. Right, with the buyback over here, we will push higher definitely, and I'm even not thinking that that 106 area with 400 bits gonna hold us. We will go and hit the wall definitely, and then we will see if that's gonna be the return bounce to go lower, or we're gonna gain it and go higher, of course, right? So that's gonna be really interesting price action. So let's go and have a look on the charts, how that looks like. Same thing. I'm gonna put it on 1 hour. Like I said, mentioned, right? 1 hour pullback or buyback was quite strong. It's really relevant, quite good, and we are right now facing to go higher. Technically, just because we broke the structure, you still kind of will aim for the a small stupid fib, right? Like even though 15 minutes gonna be much more obvious to pull it technically. So that's what you're aiming. Yes, the wall is above it, right? It's over here. So it's above the 106.8 till 107.7, I guess. If I remember correctly. Let me look on the different more. Yeah, exactly. So this is the wall what you're aiming for, but still you can see if we're gonna go higher. If we're gonna set up another high on it, then definitely continuation is on the table, and we're gonna go and go higher with maybe a pullback to the daily or sorry, weekly or previous daily even to hold the price action. So that might be the wick to the lows and grab the liquidity to go higher. It's all possible. It's all still on the table. There's not much change above 1 hour structure, right? The 1 hour structure been broken, that's for sure. Not the low of it, just the structure what we've been in it. So we still holding it. But and like always, I have something else to say about it. Like I've been mentioning so many times already. This is quite important as well. That this been tested, this been tested, this been tested, this been tested, and now even this been tested by this wick, right? Every single swing to the downside been already tested. So either way, we're gonna go higher and we're coming back. Right now, you don't want to lose 105.02. That's the seriously important level right now, not to lose it. Even if you're gonna lose it right now or go lower right now on this candle or on a 4 hour just open, sorry. So all the way we're gonna go lower and close anything below June or either way below 105.02. That might collide us to go really slide down quite quick with it. Hello, Carl. It's been a long time. Hello, GB. Sorry that I give you shit yesterday in the night. I quite liked it. Yeah. Miss you guys over here. Anyhow, like I said, so think about all of those retests and all of those tests of the levels what we had previously from already May the 13th till now. It kind of form and behave like a slide technically. So not much gonna hold us anymore to go lower, right? When you look at it in this perspective, that's quite same what we are doing over here. Right? We still can go higher, grab the liquidity and hold it and continue. But either way, we have much more resistance technically above. Let me flip it above us, right? And below us, it's free run to grab the liquidity till 97.9, like I was mentioning. So that's the area that I'm kind of leaning to. So to give you a little bit more perspective, what I'm kind of aiming to short still. For example, if you look for any shorts, then technically this is the area to do. Let me use a stupid fib from 4 hour because that's going to be the major one. So this is the area to short 110. Definitely ladder in some small ones, not to be heavy because we still can go higher, of course, and break all of the structure in one go. But if we're gonna come close and you're gonna see any weakness or quite aggressive move up, then that might be the area to maybe look for any shorts if there is a need for, right? If you are not quite feeling well with it to short anything right now in the market, then fucking leave it and be like that. Then any wick to the downside, especially it all depends how deep we're gonna go, right? Because right now, like I said, if there's gonna be a major break to the downside, then we're gonna slide down. I'm aiming for 97 or around 97 area to long the shit out of it. Why? Because technically, we still didn't broke the whole higher time frame structure. And this is the previous low, higher low technically, what brought us to the all-time high. So that need to be first broken, right? So that's the 93.4-ish level need to be broken to see the bear market again for now. Or either way, for to be more accurate, 76 for now, right? Later on the bear market. But so far, everything above 93.4, right? Yeah, 93.4, 5, whatever. So above the yearly, it's all bullish. It's you can long the shit out of it on the low, high time frame. If you start to break it, that means doing something like this and closing anything over here, right? The next pullback, it's your resistance, and that's the done deal. That's a leg up what we technically don't want to go lower, right? That's all depending how we're gonna do the around shitty things about 93.4 or whatever. So far, there is no need even to think about it because we are not even close to that. But just to mention, if we're gonna start to break anything to the downside, that's the level that you look for, and definitely 97. I'm not even consider that we're gonna hold anything about 100 or 101 or whatever that people are mentioning. I have no even clue why they are fucking mentioning those levels. It's weird. So everything what we're gonna do below February is gonna be the long grab till around 97 or December, and that's gonna be the bounce to go higher and do the one more leg. If we start to return and do something like this, right? So holding this as a support, then that's gonna be definitely a new high or all-time high, and definitely gonna be the last leg up to grab everything around 120 or 115 area. And then we start to see major retracement maybe on that one, just because of all of the pressure from above. So that's what I'm kind of looking for and aiming for on Bitcoin right now. But yeah, it is what it is. 4 hour, it had a nice buyback, really strong. So right now we continue and watch out for the area of 106 and 107. Like I said, that's the flip, what we did. We've been there already once. Technically, we hit that once. We had a quadra rejection from it right now, and we gonna try it again. If the second time we're gonna have a rejection from it, so that's gonna be the failure, and we're gonna go lower. So far, we're aiming to go higher. So that's a little bit clear. So yeah, that's hopefully obvious for people as well to see the swing points and as well the levels of it. And like mentioned as well, the opens are a matter as well, quite heavily. And quite often they are playing very, very strong. And there is as well shitloads to take out if you're gonna go higher. So there is that. Right? So keep that in mind. Then I think I'm gonna go through all of the alts and show some entries, even for longs or shorts, just because some people was complaining about that they don't give enough signals in the group. So let's go and see what we can play out over here. Oh, I mentioned hype as well today. Who knows, maybe. Why you don't like it, Carl? Do you have some calls or some alts to go by? Maybe. Let's see how far I'm gonna go. And some of them I did already on market open, so I'm not gonna mention, like Eve, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how far I'm gonna go. I just want to go through charts today. Okay, and if my voice gonna start to break down, then sorry. I'm getting as well older. Anyhow, hype. Like I mentioned as well on the hype, 4-hour or high time frame are already been broken, right? So right now what we just received was the pullback into the resistance, super flip exactly to the T. I got the small short on it just to nibble on it, and let's see how deep we're gonna go. If that's as well like a signal for me, personal, I mentioned that already quite a lot of times. If hype starts to break down and retrace faster or harder than Bitcoin will follow afterwards. If hype starts to pump, then of course Bitcoin is gonna follow that as well. I don't know. There is a sentiment on it that I like to follow. It fits in the mind that I'm see the charts and the patterns and the behaving of the charts. So for me, that's the signal as well, what to do and which way we might form any kind of trades, right? But so far, both of them are already overheated on 4 hours. So keep that in mind, right? Hype is a little bit higher on the RSI. Bitcoin not really, it's middling still, but as well on oscillator on the wave master, it's overheated. So please keep that in mind. There can be some volatility coming and some wick or big movements to the up or downside to grab the liquidity, right? So that's one. That's hype. Technically, yeah, I'm in short. If there is any going to be any long from it, then I'm expecting hype coming around 32 and hold the area of 32. I would just really want to hold this area, this as support, because we flipped this. Let me delete this because it's going to be a noise. We flip technically this area, what we've been grinding into it, or a little bit sideways for a couple days, into the support, and we went higher. So if you're going to come back, I really want to hold June. Break June, then nothing of this is going to hold you because everything's going to be tested already. There is not much of structure or swing to hold. Then February, like we did it on Bitcoin, February is in place. And then even then, we didn't break anything to the downside yet major, because the lowest point what you want to break on the high time frame is 23. That's the first sign of breakage to the low high time frame. If you start to break that, that means we break the whole flip. We have one more pullback, and then we're gonna go lower to the bear market. So far, doesn't look like. Yes, we have the first lower high. Let's see how we're gonna play out this, right? Hope that makes a little bit more sense into it. Injective, perfect. Like mentioned as well last week on the stream, exactly into the pocket. We was grinding a little bit on top inside of it, and now we had a spike up to March. Exactly like mentioned, that we might have a quite significant strong move from it. Right now, we could retrace again to June, retest June again, and try to hold it and go for March. That would be quite nice play of it. Fucking I need to. This makes me. So technically, I just would like to see something like this to go higher on injective, just to hold this structure as a flip, like we did over here as well. So that would be really clean and nice move from it. Let's see how it's gonna play out, of course. But injective is as well a little bit a slower mover, But if it does the moves aggressively, then it goes, right? It goes parabolic and it's not gonna stop. Still gonna reach any kind of significant resistance on it, right? So that's one. Now, next is our new golden boy. I need to say golden tiger. Let me erase those levels first. Right. So now it's going to be a little bit cleaner. Like mentioned, and when that was the moment that Sirius mentioned it on my stream, and I was charting it away, and I was like saying, okay, I want to hold this level and break that as we're going to go lower. And for freaking hell, I set it up this long position, and look what it did. It did freaking 50% almost in one go. So take it as this, but it was a pretty good call, I guess. Right now, still, if that's carry on to go higher, then it is what it is. It's not going to retrace. I was talking with Zeus yesterday in the voice chat as well about it. I would like to see retracement to the weekly. Either way, maximum to June of February. And then have a bigger bounce from it and go higher. If not, if that's going to continue, fine. But then the next one could be quite playing as well. If this start to flip yearly, right? So I will look for something like this, and as well keep a quite significant stop loss on that one because the moves on it is horrendous. I will look for this flip, right? If you start to flip this yearly, then that's going to be the goal for previous weekly, right? Just because we still technically trending upwards, so we might create a new high on it and go to Q4. But that's the flip. If there is not going to be any retracement, if we're going to go kind of parabolic upwards, if we're going to see any kind of breakout from it and go lower, like for example on the 4 hour already, it shows you on the oscillator, we could retrace, right? Then I will look for any kind of re-entry on the weekly or June, right? Those two re-entries I will look for it to re-enter or have a small scalp for it, right? If we start to break below June, then that starts to get a little bit, not really worry, but the last kind of leg, what you can do from it is technically over here, 0.14. If we're going to go lower than that, then May is on the table, and literally we broke the whole structure, the whole high time frame structure to go lower. But yeah, either way, we still can have one more leg up from it, quite significant and quite high, and then pulling it back. Right? I'm not really key to look on the shorts on that one because seriously, it looks a little bit too strong. And if it moves, it does really high movements. And this is on gate, so imagine that those wicks are quite heavy on you, even both ways. But if you go, for example, on Hyperliquid, it doesn't show the wicks on it, so it doesn't have those ones. It's only on gate, so please remember and watch out on which exchange you're trading on. So what I would prefer to trade, if you trade per, then the best key, thing is to do it on Hyperliquid, not on any different kind of exchanges so far. Right? So that's our tiger. Sonic, I guess it's the name of it. Like I mentioned over here, this sell off from it, it was horrendous. It did the whole freaking damage to the, what we did over here, technically, this whole move on it, it doesn't exist anymore because we freaking delete this with this downwards move. So happy days. Welcome in trading on alts and stupid fucking projects who can handle any kind of positioning of the coin. So right now it's really struggling because we create not only lower low, but we close it as well on the freaking daily as low as possible. So there it is. Take it what it is. Yes, we can reverse on it and go higher. That's great, but you need to hold weekly in June like you do right now. So holding this, you still can go higher. So of course, what you can aim for it right now, if you want to jump on it, then I will keep the stop loss tight below the previous wick, of course, of here, and you can maybe aim for some longs over here as scalping. If not, then I will try to aim for the stupid fib, because that's gonna be more, much more significant and safe, I guess, to do. But I will not consider bigger moves right now from it. Still, you're not gonna gain Q2 back. Then I will not consider any bigger moves from it, because it's not really sustained to trade after that fall. But it is what it is. Sui, I mentioned it on the market update. Came quite good in the pocket and into the support. Either way, we broke the structure on the lows and the close on it. Still, it picked up afterwards, so we had the buyback or a buyback back on it, and we went a little bit higher. Failing weekly right now in June. So the things what I want to see on it, I don't want to come lower than 3.12 on it, and then pick it up and go higher. If it starts to go lower and create a new low on STUI, right? So if you start to do this, then it's shit. Then it starts to look a little bit shitty, right? The only thing what you want to see right now is this. Play around with it, and I guess it's gonna pick it up more because it need to farm some bits, right? So the thing is gonna be a bit more sideways for a while. That will be even better, and then skyrocket it or whatever. So that's on Sui. And guys, if you have any tickers or anything what you want to see, whether it's not on the list, then let me know. AVAX. Okay, AVAX is doing quite heavy lifting over here. It's nice. It's holding. Either way, we broke the structure on the 4 hour. It's fine because we hold the daily structure, so that's good. It still could retrace, but you don't want to go lower than this area. This is what you want on AVAX kind of fish. And then pick it up quite heavy. Flip the all of the levels over here if you're gonna break them. May, June, weekly, dailies, everything what you have here, the whole clutter, because it didn't do the bigger moves in weeks, I guess. And then you really want to aim for March, right? And then that's the next target what you go for. Just because it still needs to do some work to go higher after that drop off. Either way, we're holding it on daily. So yeah, that's what I will suggest to look for. Sui, yeah, Sui, Solana. I've been over it already today. Oh, been over it today. And let's see, holding daily. Yeah, it retraced a little bit. It went higher. So June. Yeah, same thing. Everything's gonna be around June and daily, I guess. So you need to hold that to go lower. So flipped weekly, but we have quite significant pullback from it, a resistance area. So maybe we'll go lower to Q4. And then what I want to see, it's a wick into the March, pick it up and close everything above Q4. If you start closing below, then that's my struggle for a little bit more and longer. Especially now when Hype is listed as well on Binance. So there is some potential of pullback on that one. Anyhow, Eve. It's been over the trend line, what I was mentioning today. Anyhow, we picked it up quite good, and the buyback on that was as well quite heavy. And literally, we retested daily and Q4 on that one. So I don't want to joke around about it, but this one is one of the coins that looks quite strong right now. CIGB. Quite strong. That holds the whole structure and it aims to go higher. So that's even positive on Ethereum. Didn't know that I'm gonna say that in a while, but all right, it is. So right now it aims to go for 2.823, and you need to flip that. That's the only position that you need to flip. That's done. There's not, if there's gonna be any retracement, then there it is your lows what you need to hold, because everything else been tested above it. And the only thing what's not been tested is the weekly and the previous swing. So that's one. Yeah, fuck that shit. I really don't want to even chart this just because it bearish retest the whole fucking area of its existence, actually. So if that's gonna go lower, then I fucking hope it's gonna die. I'm sorry for people who are holding it. Grass. Let's go by grace. That one is, if I would choose between how it calls the Griffane and Grass, I would choose Grass. The moves are a little bit more stronger, and it's it's doing okay. It still can go higher either way. So after the broke of that whole structure above us, we went lower to February, same as Bitcoin, and we're holding the daily previous swing. Great. That's the support what I was aiming for. Of course, like I was mentioning as well, failing yearly, then the next stop what I'm going to see is definitely going to be around February. Nothing else going to hold us, right? Because there wasn't not much to hold us in between. So right now we flipped it quite heavily on everything around June, April 2, Q2, and weekly and dailies. All of the dailies, we flipped that. So this gonna go skyrocket right now. Next stop, March. You really want to flip the March on that one now, right? If you're gonna fail March again, then lower it is. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that's one gonna go a little bit higher. It should. It's due for. Yeah. So party. Like I was mentioned, I was really key leaning on this kind of price action on Bitcoin, that we're gonna do one big leg up of a down and grab all of the liquidity, and then maybe have a bigger buyback. But it is what it is. Filecoin, it didn't move to the downside. We grabbed the liquidity. It closed. Yeah, it closed higher than the previous swing, so that's good. We have a higher close on that one on the swing points. That's great. Now you need to hold it. Oscillator, it cooled off quite quick as well to the downside. So if you're gonna still hold this on the daily and the weekly, then there is nothing else to hold you than only to long the shit out of it, right? Keep the small wick as your stop loss, and there it is, right? If you start to fail daily, then Q of yearly, it's not gonna. I'm not sure if yearly is gonna hold you. Why? Because you retest the whole swing on that one quite perfectly. Then definitely you're gonna go to 0.75 or whatever area, or maybe February, but I'm not sure. I'm not key about that one as well, if that's gonna hold us. So yeah, that's the flip, what you need to see, or the continuation go higher, right? And try to regain weekly. If you start to hold weekly, then higher it is, and we're gonna move further and maybe do the area that I was aiming for, 2.4, and get that. So keep an eye on that one. I'm gonna keep an eye as well on that one. So I really want to see that's gonna hold for a couple of candles and then do the move. Petty, let's have a look what that does. Oh, as well, like mentioned, into the pocket, holding the structure perfectly, create higher low. We didn't break it. That's good. That's great. And right now we're struggling with previous weekly. That's not too bad. We can regain that by coming, even if you're gonna start coming lower, even if all of those things are retested, it still can hold us. Right, there are not major levels that are gonna lose, because still we have the support from May below us. So this might go higher. It hopefully will, because it performs quite good. If you look at it on the high time frame, those moves from literally April 16, bro, perfect to the T. To the T, through all of the swing points. It hits perfectly. I have no clue what kind of scribble that was. Anyhow, Ina, as well, into the pocket, really, really good. Technically, it's a higher low from this position. So it regained support, and right now we're facing to go higher. And it flipped the Q2 quite good, quite significant. Nice close. We went through the May, through June is holding quite heavy on that one. That's a perfect hold. Jesus. So that's not gonna lose any position for a while, I guess, if we're holding that strong. Right now, Q2 regain. Next aim, I will aim for August, previous August, just because that's your next resistance. Why? Because you broke the structure. So that's your resistance area, what you are aiming right now. And you need to flip it. If not, we're gonna come back and do this kind of position, right? Because you're gonna hold it anyhow. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for on Ina. But it's good. It's nice. Did move. It's already halfway through. So nice. Hmm. All right. Popcat. Been a while I've been here. Fortunately, we had some really high time frame breakdown. And I guess daily doesn't look good as well on the structure wise. So I will aim for this. Still good. I mean, from fuck's sake, it doesn't mean that it's bad just because you broke the structure. You keep your stop loss tight. You can create 52% of the movement if you want to. So still great to take it. But you need to be sure that you're gonna hold June. If you start break the June, then that's gonna be a little bit iffy if we're gonna go to February. Yeah, we should. February should hold you if we're gonna go lower, right? So this should hold you and go lower. But then again, you create a lower high, and this might be your next resistance, right? And I'm not sure if you're gonna reach this per area. But so far, this is what I will aim for. So you have the long from here, which you can take, and short from the high time frame from Q2 and 3. Is this worth even to chart? Freaking yeah. I guess so. Okay. Nice. Nice hold of the swing. Cool. Okay. Then I see already one. This is the next resistance. What you're coming to February. This yeah, still trading below February, so that's gonna be resistant definitely, even without pulling the super fibs. And the next one is gonna be on the 4-hour fib, but I will aim for February 1st to flip that or regain that. Either way, you had really good bounce from June. Unfortunately, we filling the wick and you really want to hold it. Coming back, flip the December, then that's your long, right, on it. If you're not going to have a major pullbacks on Bitcoin, right? Then it's still, that's 30% movement. So yeah, that's what I will aim for and go for. Is something interesting? Technically, yeah, it is. High. Oh, nice. And don't tell me the fucking swing points don't work. Fucking hell, to the T. That buyback, Jesus. Nice. Let's see if that can create exact the same structure over here and have another leg up to create a higher high. If not, if you're gonna pull down, then you want to see the bounce from 2.7 to hold. If that's gonna start to break down, then yeah, lower price action it is. But so far, technically, we're doing it sideways, right? I'm gonna do something like this, technically, I guess. But yeah, let's see if that's gonna pop up. Atom, that's quite interesting. It's been a while. Okay. There you have it. Nice support. What you found on it. Swing points as well. Yeah, 4-hour. Yeah, it's been a little bit down. We broke the structure, but the daily you hold. So that's key. I like that. You don't want to break that lower. And that means you don't want to go below November. Coming here back, game May, and you want to do this stepwise. If not, then definitely, yeah, it's not been tested. 4.6 area. Sorry, 4.06 area. That's the next swing from it. So yeah, the rest are a little bit shitties. What is ADA doing, by the way? Let me just go by some charts, just quick scan what they are doing, how they performing. What the fuck is this doing? Oh, never mind. Deep. Ooh. Right, it holds the flip. That's daily. 4-hour. All right. So on deep, I will, if you're gonna go lower, if you're gonna start to break this structure over here, because technically March is holding is really nice because that was the flip from all the downside price action when we spiked up, and now we're coming back into the flip area. So that was the March. If we're gonna start failing that, key area is if March gonna still hold us, so definitely it's gonna create a new low on it. If not, then you want to see this area, that little support in between might have an impact on the hold, 0.1. If not, then I will long the shit out of it of yearly. If that comes to the yearly on this area over here. That support. I will long the shit out of it. Because technically what you are doing right now is this, right? Bang. That would be nice. That's on a higher time frame. Let's see how that's gonna perform. I'm not really like that deep on deep, but more. I know that some people are trading it as well. What's this doing? Oh wait, I was charting this for someone, I guess. Hold. Come back. Yeah. Teleport to November. Almost. Okay. Good call, I guess. So far. Hold this, flip February, and off you go on Pepper, I guess. Yeah. There's no need to go lower with this buyback. On it. Okay. Then let's have a look what Bitty is doing before I'm gonna move on. The next. Yeah, see, and that's a little bit freaking shitty on Bitty, what he's doing. All that buyback what we did, we couldn't even fucking reach the daily and close above it. What's this doing? That went a little bit higher. Yeah, that's a little bit shitty. All right, so for now, for the next 4 hours, you need to see if we can close anything above the daily or weekly. Doing that, we're gonna go and grab that freaking wall of bits, what is above us, and we're gonna reach the, of course, the stupid fib, right? If so not, if this continues holding and going lower, then fuck yeah, I want to see that June is gonna hold us, because I'm not really sure about it. That's a really shitty close, eh? Even with that buyback, fuck's sake, they couldn't manage that. Sometimes Bitty is really surprising me with the moves, what it does, but alright, it still can go, of course, right? It's still quite a lot to do. But wait. Yeah, I don't like that we are bearish retesting the daily for the second time already. Lower time frame, yeah, that's gonna face already. Yeah, it already hit the resistance. There you go. Anyhow, that's the point of Bitty. Freaking go higher, close everything above weekly, then you golden. If not, then that's gonna struggle and might fail. And I guess we might do something like this, like slow grind to the downside and then fucking shit of the poop of the cliff, right? Or how whatever Viking is saying. Or what they can do as well, in one go, push it, go through, hit the resistance, come back, close here, and then you have the fucking major move down. But yeah, let's see. It's still positive buyback, right? Don't get me wrong, but unfortunately it didn't close above the daily. That sucks. But yeah, that can change, of course. Now, I want to talk as well a little bit more, or a little bit more about the bots. Like I must mention as well on the market update, guys. It's good to deep dive into it, to do something automated besides your own trading, to learn it, to understand it, just because it's a little bit a different game. And it's way totally different approach of trading if you are not doing by yourself. I know it's gonna be hard in the beginning to let the bot do the trades, especially when they open up over here on the close on the candle and not somewhere over here, because you say, like, you would think like, yeah, but yeah, I missed this much and whatever. I don't care. Bot is doing it's staying, and it still did freaking 2.1%, and it can go higher, right? I don't give a shit if it's open over here or over here. It's still decent good to pull the trigger on the bots to have them, right? Just because you didn't fucking long this area and the bot did long, let's say, this till the second freaking TP, so it's 3.7%. So there you have it, right? Take it as it is. That's the quite good area as well to have a bot or to think about it, especially on packs. Why? Either way, both ways. Just because it always does 99%. It does the opposite what Bitcoin is doing, right? So technically, if Bitcoin is going up, then the packs bot is in the short, or it's a little bit sideways, right? And vice versa. So you technically trading both things at the same time, no matter what they're doing. So it's great. It's just free money. And this one performs freaking well. If you are able to let the thoughts go away from where it fires, because it's scary, because yes, like it goes against all of the rules of trading, because technically it fires into the resistance. It's longing technically, right? If you think about it, right? But it does the moves, and it caught the TPs as well. Like look at where is the TP, like guys. I'm not sure even manually you can be that accurate on it, right? So this is what it is. Go and deep dive into it. Ask Eagle to help you understand it, to get the hang of it, and to set it up and try it. There is no reason not to try. Like on, I don't know, put $50 on it and do it even 2x and see how it performs, because that's the most important. You need to get confidence into it, right? Especially with the bots, you need to get confidence, and you will manage them, right? Like what Spiken is saying. This is what definitely Eagle is doing. Eagle is doing constantly with his journal. Is managing them, checking. Are you performing well? Yes, then it's good. Are you performing not well, or are you having some bad days? Let's see if I can cut on you or put you on pause for a second, right? So you're just managing. You are the manager of your portfolio and of your bots. So that's what you're doing. Less stress. They trading 24/7. There you have it. Even when you sleep, right? They do their own thing. So that's what it is. And it performs well. I'm keeping the journal as well. I was saying as well on my stream, this whole month, June, I have those 5 bots I have running. So Pax is my main, Hype is my main, and I have like 3 alts slash meme coins on top of it. Maybe I'm gonna put the per on top of that one as well. Let's see. I need to figure the settings on it. So those are gonna be running through the whole June, and then on the end of the June, or beginning next month, somewhere like on Wednesday or Sunday, let's see which one's gonna be. I'm gonna go through on the live stream through the the spreadsheet, the journal, and see what and how did we perform. And then I can say like, all right, I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm gonna chuck shitloads of money against it and let it run like it is. Right? Because then I have like a point of interest on it, and as well a point of like understanding what they did and how they perform. I let it run and see what's the profit, what's the negativity, how much trades it's been, and how they perform on it. So it's key on to do that. And you spend 1 month doing that, and if you find out like a perfect bot on it, let it run and let it freaking make you money while you're doing nothing. So that's all. Hype as well. Like this one was freaking. This is a really freaking perfect one. It's amazing how it performs. Look how many freaking TPs it takes as well on the way up. Like it's crazy, right? Short, maybe it was a little bit less, but still, I don't care if I'm gonna have a miss trade, because the next one will freaking pay out from it. And look what it did from the entry already, right? So over here, it doesn't matter if it's fired that high, still managed to take 8%, right? Or sorry, 6.7 or 9. Go higher, That's going to be 11. There it is. Those are my TPs. So yeah, this is what it is. Take it as it is. And there it is, the another one, Omni, as well. A slow mover, kind of similar to Injective, in my opinion, how it moves, not fundamentals, don't get me wrong, just how it moves. And yeah, it's in the short, still, technically. And I'm guessing if we're gonna pop up a little bit higher, then yeah, the next long signal is gonna be in. Like, for example, let's say it's gonna be open in the light here, and my next TP is gonna be somewhere over here. 80.3%. Take it or leave it. Easy as that. Right? The next one, cake. Oh, look at that. It's in the long already. Right? Maybe not the best positions. I don't care the entry. I really don't care about the bots, how they entry. I care about what they're going to perform. How they're going to do. Next TP, 11.7%. Go. Book of memes. Same thing. Right? Exact the same thing. There, with the meme coins, you need to be a little bit careful and pay a little bit more attention to them, just because they are volatile and they can go sideways and yeah, different ways or different kind of perspective of trading or on the bots. But still, do fucking 20% for the first TP. I don't care. Fine, I take it, right? And it's gonna be stopped out in on the stop loss. That's all. Mark, no. So the thing is, what I did, just because not to do the same thing as what Eagle is doing, he is doing 99% on window trading, his bots, and he have shitloads, right? So he's doing the window trading bots, connect that with the API to the exchange. What I'm doing, I'm using Katoshi and Hyperliquid. So this is what I'm using, right? So what Zeus was talking about his streams as well, and his video, what he managed to make as a tutorial video. So I'm using Katoshi. It's free. You just only pay the fees on it. And that connects to your Hyperliquid, right? And your wallet, and that's all. It's super easy, super simple, and I'm trading only on Hyperliquid. So that is the choice what you can do, or you're gonna take wonder trading. What I would suggest you to do in beginning to get better understanding on the bots and to have much more manageable settings that you can put into it, like multiples entries or take profits or re-entries or stop loss, trading stop loss, whatever. You can make it as big as you want with wonder trading. I would suggest you to do that to learn from Eagle what he's doing. And when you are be a little bit more experienced with it, then you can maybe try Katoshi as well on the side, because Katoshi takes less automated. It just automate the entries, exits, and sometimes the TPs. But I like to add them manually as well. And just because it takes advantage of Hyperliquid, there is not much on Hyperliquid on the coins yet. It's a DEX that's not really fully updated with all of the coins what the rest of the exchanges have, right? There you have it, window trading link. I will use that one so you have 10% discount on it. It's really useful. So that's why I'm using, and that's why it's not that many coins on the Hyperliquid yet. But if you're gonna use window trading, you can use whatever, not whatever exchange, but most common exchange on it, and then you have like the freaking all of the coins that you can trade on it and set up the bot on it. I am much more limited to it, but I don't mind. I really love Hyperliquid how it is, and I'm using it how it is. I don't mind. I don't need to have millions of bots yet. I just want to have those 5 or 4 whatever, create a base from it, and then I'm gonna build on top of it. Because if those 5, let's say 4 or 3 of them are running perfectly and 2 are shitty or less good, I cut them. Sorry, I cut them off, and I'm gonna chuck shitloads of money on those 3. Let them run. So those gonna be my main ones. Thanks. It works with BitGet. Yes, it does. I used to use on BitGet. It works very well, even. So, oh yeah, there you have the list with the most used exchanges. But BitGet, yeah, I would suggest you to do that if you want. Hey Q, all right. Good. How are you? It's on there. Yeah, that's why. BitGet, definitely. ByBit is really good. Maxi, I don't remember if we used to do it on Maxi. Gate, I remember I used to try it, but wrap up a great. Great work then. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Happy. Ah, Maxi is spot only. Ah, okay, there you have it. Yeah. Big. This vitamin range finally. Yeah, let's see. I'm interesting what's gonna happen on it. Could be. Have a look. Yeah, it could be. Would be nice, eventually. So I would not be surprised about it. BT as well, it shows some strength into it, but I really want to see how this freaking 4 hours gonna close. Keep an eye on 1 hour. If that starts to pile up and one of them is gonna be somewhere over here closing, might be a chance to have a higher close on it. Well, let's see. It's a small fuckery on it. I really don't dislike this this close of this candle, but it's still bullish. Good, great. There is a lot of things to do and to handle above it. But yeah, bots, it's really great, bro. Seriously, like Mark, if you have time, jump in on Eagle's stream, ask him questions, let him set you up, and you're gonna be golden, man. And that's gonna be as well like a little bit a lesson, I guess, or for some people, a learning curve to let the bot run without like manually going against it. Because the reason what you're doing that is to learn to let it run and to be able to realize which one is good, which trade and which not, and let it do its thing. Either way, it's going a little bit against you. It still could be good. Yeah. Good, great. And the good thing as well, I guess, on Hyperliquid is I'm as well quite easy to go like a little bit higher leverage because I'm used to trade it manually on it. And on the bot, the maximum what I can go on most of them is 5 of 3. So either way, you chuck shitloads of money to it, it's not gonna be that significant big loss what you lose. If you're gonna lose, it choose 5 or 3x. It can adds up, of course, but it's more manageable, I guess, for most of the people. And as well, if you're doing that on window trading, please try not to over leverage because that's the first stupid things what people are trying to do. Don't go too heavy and do something like this. Run a test through a month or couple weeks. Keep a journal, right? Keep your own journal, for example. So this is how mine looks like. Like this is how my journal looks like. This is empty because this is like a preview. So I have here all the bots I've been running, like test bots. See how they're gonna perform. So yeah, let's see. So far, doing well. That's how I like to keep the track of them. Eagle have his own journal as well to it, which is a little bit more advanced or more information on it, I guess. Yeah, you can take a little bit from both and see what fits you, right? 50x, yeah. Go all in. It's really great. It's helpful and really good, especially Paxbot. Like I guess Paxbot should everyone have for beginning because it's crazy what it does and how it performs. Max down. Yeah, I'm gonna get late if this 50 even too like what? Yeah, yes and no, Call. Yeah, technically on the textbook that's right what you say, but you need to remember, and most of the times, I mean, Eagle figure out that quite lately, some of the coins are high maintenance. Either way, if you have like, for example, as well on 5x, they can have a really high maintenance on them and liquidation price quite close. And doing that, for example, let me, you can check that when you go to the exchange. Mm, 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 mm. Let's set it up. Yeah, maintenance margin. Yeah, yeah, packed with 2.5. Yeah, exactly. That makes it. Yeah, I know it makes it worse. That's why. That's understandable. Yeah, exactly. But that's why I said you set it up low leverage, put some amount what like reasonable to test with it because you're testing it first. Don't go all in on the first bot what you settled, and then have a look how it runs. Right, keep an eye on it. Make sure it's in check and it's going well. Take profits on the way and keep going it. Keep a track on it, so journal, and that's how you manage it. And eventually you're gonna become by the master in bots, and you're gonna have your own army who is freaking trading for you and making money 24/7. And yes, there are as well ups and downs because if the markets get really volatile, so they can or skip or got stopped out or whatever. But still, it all happens. It's a part of the job, right? So yeah, let's going back. Oh, nice. We are pushing through. Yeah, of course. Of course they will. I need to be careful or use the margin even to. Yeah, definitely. But that's the thing. Like that's what you create. Like that's what you do. You managing your own bots. Like for example, if I'm seeing that some of the bots are going against like the entry, I'm not gonna stop them out straight ahead. I'm just like you don't know, take out half of the margin and see how they're gonna perform. Like there are plenty ways to manage that, right? Or ladder in into it as well. If you see like there is potential to have a bounce from it, then ladder in. But that's have to do as well with your own strategy and trading knowledge, right? If you don't know that yet that well, then you might oversee the boss and you will overthink them quite quickly and let them run without knowing what they do. That can be as well a little bit painful eventually if they start to draining your wallet too quick. But that's the whole thing. It's still manageable, and that's why I said jump in on Ingles' freaking streams because they're amazing, and everything what he's doing over there. See what he's doing, learn from him, ask him questions, and he will sort you out. And even if you go to the MDX bot setups, right? The in the futures, the chat room over there, you can find multiple great setups, and people talking there as well about the bots and how they perform, what they do, how they do. But yeah, it's a little bit of work to set them up. I mean, set them to get used to understand where to look for, which settings, which parameters, which ways of what's showing you on the, for example, on the over here, how to read it, how to set it up as perfect as possible, and then run it and see it. Let it run, and you get all of those alerts, right? Next to each other, and then yeah, that's the whole thing what you do. That's the whole thing what you manage. It's great. It's great stuff, seriously. Because imagine like waking up through multiple alerts what went off for oh it's in the entry, it's already in the short, or it's in the long. It took TP, it closed in profit, and you just go buy your exchange and see okay that's how much I made. Nice, by only sleeping. So yeah, who doesn't want that, right? But you need to be open for that as well. Not everyone likes to take his hands off his wallet and let it a bot run, right? It's scary in the first place. I can imagine that, but eventually, I guess that's the way where we aiming for and technically going into the future with, right? Because I'm not sure in like 20, 30 years we're gonna trade manually, or even people gonna be able to do that or know even how to do that because it's gonna be all automated. So yeah, I guess that's what we're aiming for. We're gonna be the last kind of people or generation who's still maybe trading manually. You never know. But yeah, I guess. There you go. If you want to jump on the stage to say something, then be my guest. Promote yourself a little bit. Yeah, I'm maybe gonna set up a bot on it. On the per. Let's see. Generate the last setup of train of. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who knows? Who knows gonna be? I mean, look around you. Like already, what's happening with the AI automation and everything about the bots or like algorithms. That's already quite heavy. Like, bro, imagine what's gonna be like in either way, like 5 years from now. Scary shit. But it's still fun to trade manually. I love it. I always gonna do that. I'm yeah. That keeps me a little bit in tech and sharp as well in the game. So yeah, what do we do on the bits? Let's go by. They start to build 170. Still 800. Jesus. Yeah, interesting stuff. You don't see often that a whale is buying the dip. 200. There is some resistance forming. People are trying to hold the price action, not much to push it down, but more like holding it. Calculate it to work out your position size. Are you trading to fix amount? What do you mean, manually or on the bots? Because that's two different manually. Okay, I'm not really using calculator. Eventually, I'm maybe the worst person to ask that question. I'm not really key on like precision in positions and the amounts on it. Right, I have set amount. For example, I have set amount for scalping what I can use on the side, and I have quite bigger amount and what I can get heavily on the swings. Right, and most of the times I'm technically laddering in the position as well. Right, I'm not really like aiming for to have the best entry, but I'm more laddering in. So that's like from the lowest to the highest one. And yeah, I have set amount what I do on the swing. But like in the meanwhile, I'm scalping. I'm like, oh, you know, how does it look like? What's the worst what it can do, like percentage wise, right? I'm just like, what can do 5%, 6%. Okay, fuck it, then I can use that one, right? That amount. So yeah, but I'm seriously like I'm going heavy on the swings most of the times, laddering in. So yeah, position size, I'm not really that key on it. I'm just like, yeah, that's my amount that I can use. That's the drawdown I can use, and even if it go that low, I can add up shitloads multiples orders to hold the position through a really long time. Same what I did, for example, with TIA. So yeah, I managed to freaking chuck a truck against it technically. But yeah, and this was a scalp what it did over here. And if we're gonna go lower, I might ladder in, see how it's gonna perform. I'm more likely if I see a good structure on it, if it holds, I do the bigger position, right, or something like this. Depends. So yeah. But it will be good if you ask that question, then it will be good to have a fixed amount, yes, that to start with it and to build that in, especially when you, for example, ladder in. So you have a fixed amount, for example, I don't know, say you have $500, right? And you want to ladder that in. So you split that $500 through, I don't know, 8 orders, 10 maybe, right? So you start with the small ones and you end up with the biggest ones. Something like that. But it's weird to ask for someone to what kind of position you work with, because then you're gonna aim to do that the same. And but that's not the point, because your funds might be not the same what I have, and vice versa, right? So you shouldn't aim for which funds do I play with it. You should aim more for like, okay, is this a great position right now structure wise and the whole TA about it, and then work from there. Have your own amount set what you can lose, right? Because that's always the first thing what you need to know. Is this I am okay with that to lose that, or to hold it for longer, and I'm able to hold it for longer with doubling the funds on top of it or adding to that position. So yes, then go for it. If not, then there is no need to even think about it to use that amount, right? The more principle of how to work it out, that amount, then I mean, that's quite easy. It all depends what you have. So for example, I don't know, let's say for the whole trading or for the whole portfolio, right? You start with why doesn't oh you start with 1K, right? Okay, so are you gonna go and all in with 1K? No, of course not. That's stupid. What you gonna do? What I will do, personal, but that's my opinion. Maybe not everyone's gonna be related to that one. I will split that. For example, I don't know, take a chunk for the spot. Use it. Oh Jesus Christ! Use the chunk for the spot, right? Then one part or small part I will use to scalp. Why? Because there is maybe a feeling that you want to scalp away, and you can use a funds for it. So keep that on the side. For example, if you see a good entry, you can jump in on it, scalp it, and whatever, right? Use one for swing. Oh, there's a lot of S's. Swing, right? And of course, you need to have a chunk on the side to help you out. For example, if you're going to be in need to add in some of the positions to keep the position alive as well. But then when you swing with the position, that means you're not going to swing with that part of it completely all in. That part you're going to split as well. How many swings can I take with that position, right? So then that amount start to get a little bit smaller. But it's fine, it's good. But don't over leverage to think about, oh yeah, I need to make money. No, you can freaking do that on even 5 or 10x, whatever. Right, so that you use that amount once you use, for example, like I don't know, $100, right? You use for a swing, and the rest you leave on the side to see if you, for example, can hedge with the new position, because you take profits as well. You can take the profits into the hedge position, or you're gonna add to your longs, right? If the long position is going without intact your entry, right? That's all depending what you want and how you want it. But make sure you do not go all in, and you keep always aside a part of it on the side for yourself. Helping away. Yeah, that's good. That's great. And that's how you build it, right? And then try to flip this amount. Also in, I don't know, first thing, try to make it 1,500. Then try to make it 2,000, right? So that's the whole idea behind it. And as well, it all depends as well what you are trading. For example, like laddering into the alts can be a little bit heavier because they have bigger and longer moves, right? Or they have bigger wicks, what you can as well like take in consideration, because then you can go lower. And if you go lower and you ladder in and it goes above your last entry, you might get liquidated or stopped out on it, right? So you need to take in consideration that your percentage wise what you long or ladder into it can be bigger, right? Liquidation as well, you need to take in considerations the X leverage what you are on. That's why I do not over leverage. As low as possible is the best. Why? Because then you never get liquidated, or as in you shouldn't be liquidated on that one. But as well, use freaking stop loss. Right, and that's as well like you need to consider, like, what if it's gonna hit my stop loss, right? For example, the 1% stop loss, what's gonna be hit, so that the swing position what you have, right, from this area. So one of this is in a position with $100, but what if this one's going to be stopped out? Can I re-enter lower with the amount what's left? That means you need to be aware of your stop loss as well. That's going to be like, for example, I don't know, it depends on the ticker, 1%, 1.52, right? So it's all depending on your risk and management and what you are able to lose. Because that's the first thing what you need to ask yourself, if I'm okay with this to lose. If not, then you shouldn't do that, of course. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, most of the times. I'm gonna be barely honest with you. Most of the times, yes. Sometimes I don't even bother. Right. So, for example, all right, fuck it. Let's see. So, and that's the whole thing, right? It's weird because the way how I'm trading personal for myself, and that's a little bit different that I'm teaching as well. That's a little bit separate. For example, like over here, right? I laddered this position in, right? But I still had positions till here. So technically, you would say like my stop loss should be somewhere over here, but that's no point to put it. I just laddered in into the position, right? And yes, I'm able to ladder in, go lower, and then if it picks up, then it's fine. If it's go lower, I'm gonna cut this position or even ladder more if there is potential to go higher. You need to go see you, Cal. Right? So that's the whole twist about it. So that's why I said you need to know your own strength, also in funds, right? If you are able to do that. If you're not able to do that, then there is fine. There is nothing wrong with it. Why? Because you just wait for the retest. Why? Just because it fits and it hits with the super fibs. So you can do this instead of doing the whole way to the downside, right? So here you are safe. Why? Because you, like what Stu teach you as well, you know your invalidation levels. Oh my god, that's the wrong one. So where is the invalidation level over here? It's 1.1, right? So this could be for most of the people much more safer to do instead of just laddering in and see where the price stops. Because I mean, I'm freaking out. I'm most of the times lazy, and what I'm doing, I'm just trying to catch the bigger swings, and that's all. And sometimes I'm in between scalping away. I'm not really that bothered and key on exact price action and to have a hit. That's why I'm showing on the events. That's fine, and that's why I'm teaching on the side. That's as well fine. That's the basic of the basics. But what I'm doing personal, a little bit different. I'm not gonna show that around because that's not really the point of it. Reposition manually. I noticed BitGet has scale options, but haven't tried it. Yeah, so that scale option, it's as well on the Hyperliquid. It's like a grid. Yeah, you can use that, of course. That's better. If you know, for example, this area that it will hit, so you can go and use the scale position, something like this, and then you have your stop loss. It's the same if you do it manually or with the scale position. It doesn't. I don't think it's that much like difference. The only thing it's that scale position makes it a little bit easier. That's all. It's the same. Works the same. Does the same. Yeah, it's faster. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's what you want and how you like it. If you want faster, then yeah, be my guest. Do that. If you want to do it manually because you like it, go ahead. But of course, on Bitcoin, it starts to get a little bit tedious when you start to enter 106 700 or whatever point for 6 times or 7 times in a row. Like, yeah, I can imagine on the Bitcoin start to get a little bit tedious with all the numbers, but most of the times, yeah, you can ladder in with the scale system, and it works perfectly as well. Nothing wrong with that. It's good. I like it. I like that they add that as well. I saw that. So yeah, you can do that. But make sure that you do it as well properly. That means you need to ladder in from lowest position to the highest position. The point of it is to move you entry as low or as close to your stop loss as possible. So your validation level is going to be higher, but the loss it's going to be less, technically speaking. Instead of having fucking 2 or 1.5% stop loss, you're aiming to have as tight as possible, and that tight as possible, you will not care if you're going to get stopped out that much. That's what you're aiming for. So you need to figure that out, right? The percentage between the laddering. And if that amount will bring you entry lower or not, right? That's what you're aiming for. Let me pour some drink for. And if not, then if you are comfortable, or if you want to like trade away and don't need to be bothered with it, then I mean, most of the time, seriously, I'm like, if that's the low, we came back, I'm going lower, then fuck it, like not really YOLO, but I'm able to do this without fucking laddering. I'm happy with it, right? I'm not aiming for the best and the most accurate lows or the highs I can catch, right? I'm over that state. Oh yeah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you need to have your validation, but then make sure it's not that too tight, or you're not aiming for like in the first already entry for 0.2% stop loss or something like that, because then obviously you're gonna get stopped out. You need to have some room to wiggle into it, right? And like I said, on the Bitcoin, I mean, yes, but that's different. On the retest, you're not gonna have those kind of nasty wicks through the lows and come back like most of the alts can have. That's the difference on it as well. You need to consider that, what kind of ticker it is, how volatile it is, how it moves as well, how deep it can go against you before it goes right and go back and close where it should close and go in the right way. So that's all depending what you are trading. But if you're starting with it, I would suggest you to start on Bitcoin to do that. And to learn everything about it. Most of the times on Bitcoin, I mean, it's I don't know how to say, but those are the most freaking easy swings. Retest, like 2% and a little bit on 3%, and there you go. So your short was technically 90%, right? And right now you are running up to long of 6.9. There is your hedge. Yeah, like the most easiest from all of them. The retest, like, guys, I cannot stretch it enough. The bearish retest of all of them are the most accurate. Yeah, that's good. Solana, ETH, and Bitcoin. They're quite stable on the moves. So yeah, it is what it is. And we might. Oh, sorry, that's hype. Freaking, I forget that I'm on hype. But anyhow, still the same, right? Exact the same on it. So yeah, I was confused and I was trading on charting on hyper. It's still the same thing. So if you're gonna do this, freaking hell, I'm gonna be happy. But Bitcoin as well, same thing, same principles, right over here. This was really freaking tight as well. You could take that as well as a swing fail, right, in consideration. I had that. I did even put it like on something like this on 1% even. I didn't care about that, but yeah, something like this. And then this as well still could be a failure because of the close, right? If you manage that, that's 4 hour swings, of course, comes in handy because then you see them quite significant. We failed that. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah. It's all about the strategy as well. Where are you aiming for? Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, any questions, guys, so far? Anything what you want to see? No. Good. Good. What you gonna eat today? Hmm. Okay. So yeah, I guess if that's all. Oh, Alex, how are you? So far, I'm freaking struggling. I'm gonna wait that Alex gonna type and then I will wrap it up, I guess. No freaking way. Seriously? It's been a while I watched that one. Oh, no. Oh my god, I'm scared even to look at it. It's not that bad. Used to be better. If you remember that one, bro. We all did. Yeah. Fuck off. This is a perfect hold as well. Jesus. Holy fuck. $20 ATRB. Oh, if it's on Maxi only, then yes. Then that fuckery on that exchange is horrible. Okay. Oh, bro. No freaking way. No way. Bro. And guys, there it is. Another example. Do not fucking trade on that bullshit exchange. How? Oh, bro. You can't. Don't tell me. 0.3. Fuck my life. Why I didn't have my bids on anything on that one. Oh. Yeah. It's Maxi. Or it can be a glitch as well, but I don't think so. Nope. No, it didn't go negative. 0.7. I thought it went negative, but it wasn't. Wait, let me have a look. It didn't go, see? Low, 0.003 even. Fuck my life. But that's, no, that's the, not that low. Wait. Yeah, that's the lowest. Fuck my life. Bro. Who fucking knew that it will happen to TRB? Holy shit. Bro. Yeah, it must be a glitch. Either way, I know how shitty Maxi is. I don't think this happened for real. Holy fuck, just imagine this. Oh, bro. It can be. Just nothing moved. No, none of the oscillator react through it. This must be a glitch. How does anyone Alex, can you log in on Maxi? Are you trading on Maxi? Or anyone? Does anyone have an account on Maxi? Maybe I'm gonna have on my different phone. Let's see. Because then we can check. I have account on it. How does the books are looking? No, no, that's features. Mhm. Cards. No, it's a glitch. It's a glitch because if you go to Maxi and you look up the chart on the trade, it doesn't show up on it. It's a glitch, bro. That was scary as fuck, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't show up on the Maxi. Can I put it on negative? Yeah, this is a glitch. This is not possible. Yeah. That will be then, man. I don't think even if they will have the buyback. Because as well, none of the oscillators react to that one. So that's why. Yeah, see? It doesn't show up on the account on Maxi. So that's just a glitch. Yeah, it happens on TradingView quite often as well, unfortunately. But it's scary, bro. That is fucking scary as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I checked that as well. But I couldn't send it because it's on my second phone. It's not connected to Discord. So yeah. Yeah, good one. Imagine, just freaking imagine you had some fucking dust laying around there. Some lower price actually, even $5 or something. Like, bro. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. That would be something. Oh, Marvy, wait, I forgot. You was asking me something. Bro, I told you, I have 2 phones and 4 different numbers. Like, what the fuck you expect from me? Yeah, it is. It have to do as well with businesses. Sounds like one. What you was asking to me, ticker GPU? But is it with the dollar sign in front? No. Yeah, it is. Is that one, Marvy? You was asking about it? The, yeah, so that's one, right? Okay, that's gonna be the last one then. F5 just in case. Scum dog. Yeah, just to be sure. Yeah, bro, if you're gonna go there, then I'm not sure if you're gonna have even a bounce from it. Oh, fuck. We are going to Maxi, so let's see. Hmm. Fail, fail. Bro, this is literally on the freaking last support. Fuck my life. Yeah. So. Yeah, this is a little bit scary. Because still, there is some chance to go lower, but you need to hold the freaking Q2. You do not want to lower than that. I will not even DCA lower than that because there is no point of it. That wick with that sell off, that's no bueno. Not at all. I will leave it like it is. So if you are already into it with some bits, I will not ladder more into it. Just leave it as it is. And the only thing why you want to see is so this is your first resistance. Sorry, I had a message. And technically on top of that, it's going to be a 4-hour. So what I will aim is for this. So everything what you have right now, right? Take profit over here, wait for a pullback and hold of this structure of this May. And only then you can ladder a bit more into it because then you have chance that we go higher. If not, then that's no deal. If you're not gonna go above May right now, right? If you're not gonna trade above May, then there is no point of it because literally it's on the last support. And any chance go lower to that, no bueno. Yeah, okay. Check the average buy and I'm really gonna go and bounce and have a eat something for dinner. Got to get yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, that's the way what you want to see it behave. You need to regain anything right now above June and May. If that's not gonna happen, then it's a done deal. Yeah, okay, it's fine, Marvin. Don't worry. I mean, if you are somewhere over here, then it's fine. If you are from above, then even better. Do not ladder into it because that's gonna cost you more. I will wait for any bounce from it and take profits, definitely. But that's what you want to see, this move. You do not want to see anything lower than that. Above? Like above what? May or above Q4? See you, Mark. Have a good one. All right, anyhow. Yeah, but still. If it's going to be somewhere above Q4, then make sure it's going to be close enough and maybe take the hit. And then, yeah, that's the way what you want. Anyhow, I really, really need to go because I'm starting to get hungry. Just a quick one on Bitcoin. To recap, freaking hell, flipping the daily and the weekly, that's what we need, and go to the resistance of it and take the wall. If that's not gonna happen, we start to go down to June, we might even go lower. But that's what you aim. Right now, even with that buyback over here, there is no sign to go even higher right now if you're not gonna start to flipping things, right? Same thing on hype. But hype, yeah, we had the pull up already and into the resistance, so that might go even lower. A Bitcoin, yeah, it need to show some strength and go higher. Close anything above 105, 106.5, Gucci. We all back in the game. So far, maybe sideways. All right. So that's a little bit quick on the recap. And I mean, as we see already on the watch list, we start to see some pullback on it. All right. Anyhow, that's going to be the wrap. And have a good one. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much for joining twice today and to listen to my me yapping around. And unfortunately, you might hear me or Zeus quite often this week just because I'm not sure if Viking's going to be back. So let's see about that for the market update. If not, we will let you know. You will see us on the stage. So far, thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you need anything, let us know and we help you out. No worries. Appreciate it. See you on the flip side, guys. Later.